Okay, everyone, here is the next segment of my 4-1 birthday special for myself, Rodney1279, Larry 4009 returns, Alex Cross, and Pokemon 493 Fan, in which next up, we are going to be doing Jeopardy! Second Edition for the PC. Go to the options. That's what I wanted to do, sorry.
Adjust the game so it's exactly the way you like.
Add on easy. Launch time's gonna be 10 seconds. Done. Make sure it's confirmed.
All right, take a look at the options.
So far, our birthday bank for myself, Rodney, Alex Pross, and Pokemon Fan stands at 223,000.
Player one, here's your buzz-in key.
$223,746. There we go. Excuse me.
This is Jeopardy! Here he is, the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to another game of Jeopardy, everybody.
This will be segment 15, I believe.
Movie Monsters.
Movie Monsters. Business. Beatnik Lick. Bobbing. Classical composers.
And completing the board, our category is...
What?
Judge Not.
Of course.
Let's get things underway. Player one.
Okay. Movie Monsters for 100.
Footage of Raymond Burr was added to this 1954 Japanese classic about a big lizard.
Player
Who
one.
is Godzilla?
Exactly.
$100. Movie Monsters for 200.
A documentary film crew in the Amazon encounters a giant snake in this 1997 film.
Player two.
Damn it.
Anaconda?
Definitely.
Movie Monsters. For 300, please.
In 1958, Steve McQueen played a teenager being chased by this giant amoeba-like mass.
Player two.
What is the Blob?
Exactly.
Movie Monsters. For 400, Alex.
Answer.
Oh, and he has the Daily Double. Only answered one question, and they're already buzzing in fast.
In 1935, Elsa Lanchester played this doctor's hair-raising second creation and was meant to wed the first.
Player two.
Who was Dr. Jekyll?
Oh, regrettably, no.
Not Dr. Jekyll.
Take a look. Here
It was Henry Frankenstein.
Movie Monsters. For 500, Alex.
George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino wound up in a bar full of these creatures in 1996's From Dusk Till Dawn.
Anyone at all?
Not right now.
Here's what we were looking for.
Whoa, what are vampires? Okay.
Oh,
Classical composers. For 100, please, Alex.
His period of work between Eroica and Symphony No. 8 is known as his heroic decade.
player one.
I'm going to say Beethoven. Ludwig von Beethoven.
He's the one.
Yes! $200. Classical composers for 200.
A Freemason, this Austrian sprinkled references to masonry in his Masonic cantata and the magic flute.
Player two?
Who was Liszt?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Minus 200.
Anybody? Player three?
Who was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Okay.
Classical composers. For 300, please.
When his Madama Butterfly opened at La Scala in 1904, it was greeted with hisses.
When his Madame Butterfly opened at La Scala in 1904, it hisses with great hisses.
Take a look. Here's
Who is Giacomo Puccini? Okay.
Classical composers. For 400, please.
For the 1910 season, Sergei Diaghilev commissioned him to score a ballet based on the Firebird.
For the 1910 season, Harold Geige
Anyone?
commissioned him to the score of ballet based on the Firebird.
Here's what we were looking
Who is
for.
Ivor Stravinsky?
Classical
Okay.
composers for 500.
This Venetian's first works date from the early 18th century during his years as violin master at a girls' orphanage.
This Venetian first works date from the early 18th
Anyone?
century years as a violin master at a girls' orphanage.
Player 3.
Who was Puccini?
Ooh, no, sorry.
No.
Anyone? This
Who was
is the
Antonio
correct question.
Valentini? Okay.
I'd like Judge Not for 100, Alex.
A cutting criticism or a violent closing of a door.
Player 1.
Was a slam?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Pick again.
$300, 200.
Proverbially, to express contempt, you thumb this body part.
Proverbially, to express contempt, you thumb this body part.
This
Oh, where's your nose? Judge Not for 300.
As a verb, it's to disparage strongly. As a noun, it's rubbish or garbage.
Player 1.
I'm going to say trash.
Exactly.
$600. Judge Not for 400.
From the Latin for to scatter, these calumnious expressions are cast on others.
Player 3.
What are aspersions?
You're correct.
Alright.
I'll try Beatnik Lit for 100.
This 1957 Kerouac novel begins in New York City and ends thousands of miles later south of the border.
This 1957 Kerouac novel begins in New York City and ends thousands of miles later in the south border.
Here's what we were looking
What is on the road? Okay.
Let's try bobbing for 100, please, Alex.
In 1997, this ex-Senate Majority Leader agreed to loan Newt Gingrich money for his ethics violation fine.
In 1997, this ex-Senate Majority
Anyone at all?
Leader agreed to loan Newt Gingrich.
Player 3.
Who is Bob Bird?
No. Too bad.
Not Bob Bird. You're down to 0.
Anyone at all?
Money ethics violation fine.
This
Who is Bob Dole? Okay.
Business for 100, please.
This securities firm feels secure with MER as its stock symbol.
Player 3.
What is Merrill Lynch?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Business for 200.
The builder of a ship's water heater is this kind of maker, especially if he played for Purdue.
The builder of a ship's water heater is this kind of maker, especially if he played for Purdue. What is a boil maker? Okay.
Business for 300, please,
Weird,
Alex.
weird
In
words or names I
1938,
don't
this company,
understand.
abbreviated GE, brought fluorescent lighting to life.
Damn!
3.
What is General Electric?
I knew that one.
Exactly.
Should have
Business
buzzed in
for
faster.
400, please, Alex.
Chase and this partner sold the first roasted coffee in cans in 1878.
Player 3.
Damn!
What is Folger?
Nice try, but that is incorrect.
I'm gonna take a guess and say Maxwell.
Ooh.
Oh, it's wrong. Down to 200 again.
Anybody? What we were looking
Sanborn? Never heard of him.
Business for 500, please, Alex.
Introduced in 1959, this popular doll got in trouble in 1992 for saying math class is tough.
Is it Barbie?
Anybody?
I don't want to risk it because I don't want to be wrong.
Here's what we were looking
Damn it! It's Barbie!
I'd like Beatnik Lit for 200.
Oh well.
This Howell poet spent the last days before his death on April 5th, 1997, writing poems.
This Howell poet spent the last days
Anybody?
on his death on April 1997 writing poems.
Take a look. Here's the right
Who is
response.
Allen Ginsberg? Had a feeling.
Let's go for bobbing. For 200, please, Alex.
He teamed with Bing in the Road movies.
Player 3.
Who is Bob Hope?
Exactly.
Bobbing. For 300, please, Alex.
Eric Clapton's hit, I Shot the Sheriff, was written and recorded earlier by this reggae star.
Player 2.
Who is Bob Marley?
That's who we were looking for.
Bobbing. For 400, Alex.
This golfer won his first of 4 U.S. Opens in 1923.
Player 3.
Who is Bobby Jones?
Exactly.
Bobbing. For 500, Alex.
Longtime host of The Price is Right.
Player 1.
Who's Bob Barker?
You're correct.
Yes. $700. Beating it for 300.
Gregory Corso's poem, Bomb, was printed in the shape of this type of cloud.
Shoot.
Player 2.
What is a mushroom?
Exactly.
Beat Nick Lit. For 400, please.
His Naked Lunch provoked an obscenity trial in 1962.
His Naked Lunch provoked an obscenity trial in 1962.
Is that it? Anyone?
I got no idea. Who is
This
William S.
is the
Burroughs?
correct
Okay.
question.
Beat Nick Lit. For 500.
The poetry of Gary Snyder reflects the 10 years he spent in Japan studying this religion.
The poetry of Gary
Player 3.
Snyder.
What is Zen Buddhism?
Exactly. And to wrap up this board,
From Old Norse for grin scornfully, you may do it over your enemy's misfortunes.
Player 2.
What is gloat?
Exactly.
Of course.
That's the end of the Jeopardy round. Let's take a look at the scores. Player 3, you're in the lead. Well done. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 1, but you do get to start things off in Double Jeopardy.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Double Jeopardy. Here are the categories for the Double Jeopardy round.
World history.
And I dislike being
The
lost
L,
in
you
during
say.
the final Jeopardy because
Herbs and spices.
they always give us the easier
Facts.
categories, even though it's a
Genesis.
tougher round,
And completing the board,
which I don't agree.
from soup to nuts.
Some soup to nuts, okay?
Let's get things underway. Player 1. Player 1, you choose.
Alright, I'm going to choose from soup to nuts for 200.
Manhattan and New England style are 2 varieties of this chowder.
Player 1.
What is clam chowder?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Alright. It's from soup to nuts for 400.
Once the food of the Greek gods, today it's a fruit salad.
Once the food of a Greek god. Today it's a
Anyway.
fruit salad. I don't know.
This
What is
the correct
ambrosia?
question.
Alright. From soup to nuts for 600.
It's the dish consisting of a meat fillet covered with pâté de foie gras, baked in a pastry.
I'm going
Player
to say beef Wellington.
Exactly.
Alright, got it right. From soup to nuts for 800.
Apple is the most popular filling for this pastry, whose name is German for whirlpool.
Player 1.
What's a strudel?
Definitely.
Alright, $2,300. $1,000 from soup to nuts.
Seen here, these nuts are also called filberts, for the saint on whose day they ripen.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
What are hazelnuts?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Alright. Bats for 200.
As you might guess, it's the only continent a bat doesn't call home.
Of course.
Player 1.
What is Antarctica? Tart.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, I spelled it right. Phew. Bats for 400.
As it's nocturnal, a bat has only these cells in its eyes, no cones.
As it's nocturnal, a bat has only these cells in its eyes. No cones.
Take a look. Here's the right result.
Oh, what are rods? Okay. Bats for 600.
Like ants, most bats live in large groups called these.
Player 1.
What are colonies?
Exactly.
Alright, bats for 4 or 800.
Chiroptera,
Excuse me.
the order to which bats belong, means with these on their hands.
Player 1.
Wings. What is wings?
Exactly.
For 900, bats for 1,000.
The horseshoe bat doesn't emit its echolocation squeaks through its mouth. They come out of this.
What is your nose or your nostrils?
Exactly.
5,900. I'm going to go for El Usay for 200.
In area, it's the smallest Central American country.
Player 1.
What is El Salvador? Oops. Oops.
You're in fine form. Pick again.
Good thing I backspaced it in time, so I'm gonna go for you 400.
Went to number 1 with a song about this town and won a Grammy for it in 1960.
Player 1.
What is El Paso?
Absolutely. Pick again.
The El Usay for 600.
The orangutans on Borneo are in peril due to drought and fires blamed on this weather phenomenon.
Player 1.
What is El Nino?
Well done. Yes.
The El Usay for 800.
In the 1540s, German adventurer Philip von Hutten searched South America for this fabled city.
Player 1.
What is El Dorado?
Absolutely. Pick again.
I had to backspace it because I didn't want to
1094 and
be
ruled
penalized for
until his
spelling.
death on July 10th, 1094.
I don't know if it's spelled just Dorato or whatever.
3.
Who was El Cid?
That's it. You really know your history.
Let's try herbs and spices for 200.
Though derived
Whatever.
from the same plant as opium, these seeds are non-narcotic.
Player 1.
What are poppy seeds?
Exactly.
$8,100. Herbs and spices for 400.
The scientific name of this herb is Mentha piperita.
Player 1.
I'm going to say peppermint.
Yes.
Alright. Herbs and spices for 600.
This aromatic leaf used to flavor meat, soups, and stews comes from a laurel tree.
Player 3.
What is a bay leaf?
Exactly.
Herbs and spices for 800, please.
During the Middle Ages, merchants who adulterated this expensive yellow spice were burnt at the stake.
During the Middle Ages, merchants who adulterated this expensive yellow spice
Anyone?
were burnt at the stake.
Player 2?
What is cumin?
No. I'm sorry. Nobody?
I don't got an answer.
Take a look.
What
Here's
is
the right
saffron?
result.
Okay.
Herbs and spices for 1,000.
Referring to their shape, these fragrant buds take their name from the Latin word for nail.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 2?
What are cloves?
Exactly.
I'll try world history for 200, please, Alex.
When Ferdinand VII died in 1833, his 3-year-old daughter Isabella II ascended this country's throne.
Player 1.
What is Spain?
Right you are.
$8,700. His world history for 400.
In 1191, this lion-hearted king of England captured Cyprus and Acre during the Crusades.
I'm
Player
going to say Richard the First.
Absolutely. Pick
All right. $9,100. I'm gonna go for world history for 600.
This dictator's last battle was his defeat of Pompey's sons at Munda in 45 BC.
Ooh, shoot.
Player 2?
Who was Augustus Caesar?
Oh, that's incorrect. Player 1.
Let me try and take a guess and say who's Julius Caesar. I knew it was something Caesar, I just had to get the name right.
Yes.
Yes! Okay. We're safe. 9700, world history for 800.
Answer?
Oh, shoot. Daily double.
Could you make your wager, please?
Only 700.
In 1584, William I of Orange was assassinated in this Dutch city, known for its blue and white pottery.
Player 1.
Oh, shoot. William I of Orange was assassinated in this Dutch city known for its blue and white pottery. I do not know. I do not know at all.
Good guess, but it's not what we're looking for. Here's what we were looking
What is Delft? Okay. World history for 1,000.
This battleship, on which the World War II Japanese surrender terms were signed, saw combat during the Gulf War.
for. Player 1.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I know it now. Oh, I nearly forgot it for a second, but I'm going to say, what is Missouri?
That's it.
Good thing that came back to my brain as soon as I picked it up. Genesis for 200.
Noah took clean beasts and fowls on the ark by sevens, and unclean beasts by this amount.
Player 1.
What are twos?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Of course. Genesis for 400.
In chapter 2, verse 3, God blesses this numbered day because in it he had rested from all his work.
What is the 7th?
Exactly.
Alright. What, 10,600?
He was Adam and Eve's third-born child.
Who is Seth?
Exactly.
Alright. 11,200. Genesis for 800. And it's the daily double.
Make your wager, please.
Okay. I'm only going to wager...
Could you make your wager, please?
Going... 6,800.
God made a covenant with this son of Terah.
Player 1.
I'm going to say Abraham.
Absolutely.
Yes!
Again. Here's the final answer on this.
$18,000.
God made all sorts of beasts, including one of light and one of the knowledge of good and evil.
Player 3.
And player
What are
3
trees?
has the last clue.
Exactly. Let's see how all the players are doing after the double Jeopardy round. Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. You're not
All right.
far off the pace, Player 3. Player 2, there's a lot of game left.
Final Jeopardy.
Well, now it's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
Stephen King.
All right, go ahead. Make your wager.
I believe I know this one. So,
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3.
I
could you
definitely
make
know this
your
one for
wager,
sure.
please? Player 1, please make your wager.
I'm gonna wager... Okay. I'm gonna wager 744.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
Thank you.
This 1974
I knew it.
bestseller was originally subtitled A Novel of a Girl with a Frightening Power.
Who is Carrie?
All right, let's see how everyone did. Your question.
You said Misery?
Oh, sorry.
That is not right.
Incorrect. How much did it cost you?
500?
Your question, Player 3. That.
You didn't come up with anything either?
What was your wager?
All of it. I said
Player 1,
Carrie.
your question. That's it.
Yes!
Right. Well done. And your wager was?
$17,734.
Congratulations to the big winner here today on Jeopardy!
Which leaves me with a total of $35,734. I'm going to add that up right now.
Hope you had fun. And we'll see you again on Jeopardy!
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then we'll get to our game.
Let me add it up real quick before we leave this segment. Okay, where was I? Here again. So, I win myself, Rodney1279, Alex Barrage, and Pokemon493Fan, so far, in the Money Bank, $259,480. Well, people, I hope you have enjoyed this segment, and the next segment will be coming up soon. For now, see you then.